Well, this farm is essentially the same size as it was when our ancestors settled it back in 1799. We have about 300 acres of woodland and 150 acres or so of cropland, and we rent some other land, but as farms go today, that's a fairly small farm for a multi-generational farm, so we have to diversify a little. My son and daughter own these animals here, and they operate Minot Dairy out of Minot Farm. I work on the farm full-time. I do crops, sell hay, forestry work, maple sugaring, and then my father is the jack of all trades. He's still active wherever he needs to help. So we've got about 3 generations involved. Well, it's kind of neat. I mean, there's not too many people that have the advantage of being on the same land and in the same buildings. We're obviously kind of proud of the fact we've been able to keep it going that long. Land is very important to us. I mean, it's the reason we do this. You know, it's been here all of my life and all of several generations, and it's kind of our goal to keep it that way as long as we can. They came through in, I believe it was 28, and we've always had the AC lines. Never had a bit of a problem with them. I could look through those lines and I wouldn't even see them. They've always been here. I mean, it's just, I kind of like to have the electricity work, so I figured we need to move a little bit of juice through here. When the first DC line came through, we actually had a monitoring station underneath the line. They had about 1.5 acres full of equipment, and my father kept a weather diary and a diary of what we were doing so they could correlate some of the readings on their machines to both the weather and what we might have been doing near it. We've never had any problems with machines. We've never had any problems with production of cows or crops or anything else. In a greedy sense, I like power lines because I like to snowmobile in the winter, and power line right-of-ways open up vistas that lots of times you can't see in the North Country. So to me, it's just a change. Wildlife like it. I'm out here in the fields underneath that line, and I've always got red-tailed hawks and other animals that are perched on the towers waiting to see a field mouse or something that in the fields that I'm working, you know, and so we haven't had any problems with them at all. Number one, I'd like to see us have as cheap a power as we can, but I'd also like to have it be as clean a power as I can. And the power that's in Canada for hydropower is just unbelievable. And why not use that rather than burn fossil fuel and stuff that pollutes the air and is hard on the environment, the air we breathe.